see that the humans remain entertained until the end. By your command.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Shy-Town Cylon here with my first review video. I chose to go with this series, the DC Universe Online series. This is all based on the art of Jim Lee from the DC Universe Online game. This is one of my favorite collections. It's not that old. I believe they started this in 2010. That run I think ended till about 2011. They didn't come out with every character in the game. Unfortunately, I could have used a few more, but these are a few of the ones I have. I will show you the rest in a little bit. They came out with a total of 11 figures. I don't have all 11, but I probably will soon. These are very affordable, very cool, and if you're a big fan of the DC Universe Online 6-inch figures, these are really cool to own. I know a lot of people probably have these who are watching this video, but it's still one of my favorite. I think the colors on all the characters are nice, vibrant, well painted. The sculpture and the poses pretty much match the character and who they are, especially Batman, Green Lantern, that Hulk police stance, Superman, you know, always in defense. Just a really cool set to have, and it's affordable. Some places online have these going pretty high, but if you go to your local comic shops, I know I got a few, you could always find them here and there and haggle with them. But what I also suggest, if you're lucky enough to be around a con sometime throughout the year, any kind of toy con, comic book convention pretty much has these. And if you're buying more than one or two, you could average a pretty good price. Like Green Arrow and Green Lantern, I think I got for 80 bucks. So about 40 bucks each, which is a really good steal. I think I ended up paying a little bit more for Batman. He was more like 75, but this is after looking for quite a bit. They're still around. They're still a good collection to have. They stand about, I want to say, 7 to 8 inches tall. Some a little bit less, like the Flash there. You can see how he's crouched down. But my God, these things are so cool. I really love them. They look good wherever you put them. You put them behind a glass case, they look good. You put them next to your computer, they look good. You put them on a shelf, they look good. They're just a really cool collection to have. These are one of my favorite, and like I said, they're not too hard to find. And I'm going to show you a little bit closer each one really quick. I'm not going to make this such a long review. I just wanted to put something out there, kind of show what I love, and hopefully someone who doesn't have this set, I could convince them to buy it, and they could get as much enjoyment as I do out of them. Alright, well here you go. I had to start off with these two first, especially with the news about Ben Affleck playing Batman. It's nowhere going to look as cool as this statue, I guarantee you that, no matter how much they work them out or how much CGI they have. I'm not really happy with that decision, like most people are, but only time will tell. You know, he could surprise us and all of a sudden come out with his best performance ever, but if you're hoping for that, then maybe you shouldn't have picked him in the first place. These two look very cool together. What I really like about Batman in particular is that they didn't go with black, although you could have. I love the fact that they used blue and gray. I love how his cape drapes over his shoulders a little bit lower. You hardly don't see that, and I love how he's grabbing the cape. Just a nice touch. Superman with the open stance, his colors are more vibrant. Great detail on both, especially biceps, triceps, shoulders, legs, everything. Love how his S indents here. You know, there is no articulation because they are statues, but you know what? To be honest with you, you don't need them. These statues are very cool. I love that you have the whole body and it's not a bust. Like I said, I think these are really affordable, really cool. And what I really like about these, as soon as you start grouping them together, they actually complement each other. They look cooler. They look like, you know, they're ready for a big battle. I just love them. Great set of statues. When it comes to Wonder Woman, it is pretty hard to capture both beauty and brawn, elegance, and a warrior all at the same time, and I think they did a pretty good job here. I love how the sword has her emblem. I love how much detail and kind of royal bordering they put on the shield. Very cool. They did give her lasso made out of real string, and they just looped it in there. The stance is pretty cool. The face is awesome. She is one of the taller ones in the set, and she should be because she is an Amazon. Just really cool piece, man. They didn't do too much with it, and they just pretty much did her right. They made the legs look really long to accentuate how tall she is. So they did a great job with this, and whenever you have Jim Lee behind the artwork, you can't really go wrong. And here you have the Green Machine, Green Arrow, and Green Lantern. Very, very cool. Even though they're both green, they both look totally different. The stances are similar, but the detail is different. And I love the fact how they kind of went simple with Green Lantern. I mean, you don't really much. It's just a pretty much tight suit. I love the ring. I love the stance, the Hulk stance. It's just really cool. Very simple is better when it comes to Green Lantern. Unfortunately, they didn't take any notes during the movie, but that's another story. But this one is cool. They did add a little more detail, a little more sculpting when it came to Green Arrow, which is fine. I don't mind. Maybe the character they felt needed it. He's cool. He's really cool in the game. A lot of detail. Love the arrows. I love the fact that he's kind of has it like he just let it go, which is pretty cool. You know, these statues, like I said, they really work well together. Almost like if the base is connected to add one big scene. Solomon Grundy, one of the bad guys I have. They didn't make too many, but this was one that I'm glad they did. One of Superman's rivals. He's definitely the biggest one out of the group. Has a lot of detail. I love the tearness of his suit, especially in the back. That happens to me, but not on purpose. Very cool. Very tough. Very huge. And standing next to Superman, he looks really cool because he kind of dwarfs him like he should. And you see that right there. And like I said, man, once you start putting these next to each other, you cannot go wrong, man. It's really cool. And of course, the best villain in the DC universe as far as I'm concerned, the Joker. And that stance says it all. Crazy, come get me. In his suit with his little flower. Great detail on the face. Although you can't see it there. There we go. You know, they gave him the purple eyes, the red lipstick, the green hair. I like that he's kind of tall, slender. Love the fact that they gave him the little vest. His stance is pretty cool. Come get me. Especially when you put it next to good old Dark Knight. Not Ben Affleck, Dark Knight. Right there. Can't really say much more than that. Right there's the piece de resistance. This is one of my favorite two to put together. Iconic heroes, iconic villains. Can't go wrong. Alright guys, there was my review. I hope all of you enjoyed it who are still watching. Click on the bottom if you would like to leave a comment or subscribe. I also wanted to give a few more shouts out to the Raging Nation, Alex Yu. I really like what he does up there with the Transformers updates. He also has a pretty good review with ages 3 and up, the A3U review. I do like that. I do recommend that if you're into Transformers, especially comparisons between everything that Takara does and all the secondary and third markets out there. Really cool reviews. They have their own store, so they have a lot of cool and new stuff that just comes out. Also, Michael Bro, he doesn't do too many TV shows anymore on YouTube. He does mostly podcasts, but he's real entertaining, and he's one of the first guys I ever started watching when I got into the YouTube craze, because basically I was just collecting. I didn't know too many people who did. A few here and there, and I love the community. I love the fact that people kind of support it and people talk about it and share their love, whether it's a piece I like or I don't like. I totally respect it. And to be honest with you, there's not much I don't like when it comes to collecting, especially action figures. So leave your comments, whether good or bad. Hopefully more good than bad. I don't take criticism well. Talking to you. Anyways, subscribe at the bottom if you'd like, and I'll see you soon.
Sorry to disturb you. You have received a message from Cybertron.